This week on the White Knuckle Web Show, we continue following the White Knuckle guys as they get ready for the hunting season. Let's get it done.
Is that not the most epic sit in a tree stand?
I'm pretty sure it's a yes, it is.
Oh my God, he's a giant. Shot looked
It's all I want every year right there. Look at this thing.
What do you think of that?
That is huge.
Bam!
Perfect. Came right in.
In Iowa, I've had a busy summer. I've been working really hard finishing my food plots, and I'm really excited to switch gears and start hanging tree stands.
There you have it. I have a cool little tool for creating social networking areas. And all this thick brush, I just mow little openings, and I want to put a trail camera right on this spot and just monitor if I can catch the DL buck in here. This is a spot I think I might be able to just get a picture of him. I got the spot I'm gonna put it in too, right up in this cedar. Climb up in there even a little bit, get it off the ground. This is spot one I'm gonna put in here and leave for quite a long time. So this is a super secret spot, and then I'll come check it at the end of the summer. That's what that camera's gonna see. So the next time you see me, hopefully, I'll have a picture of the DL buck standing right here going, I feel comfortable here. It's so nice with the social network. Well, you can see here behind me, mowing more clover today. Got a little bit more to go here, right out in Death Row. Really good, real world clover chicory mix. I'm excited to see what might hit this fall. Another one bites the dust. This spot I'm really excited about. It's the old standby. Never had a food plot along this edge here. I got another food plot up there, which I'm gonna have to replant. Then down on the bottom here, all beans and some corn around it, but you can see a big buck cruising this edge right here. Being able to see all this, but yet feeling pretty safe. Because right up here on this hillside, that's one of my sanctuaries. I don't go into it. I got a stand in there that I never even hunted last year, because I just didn't have a real good reason to hunt there. But a couple of my trees right up here. I'm gonna have a stand up there this year. And then I got, I'll create a big scrape. All this underneath here, that's gonna turn into a big scrape right there. Another one right over here. So, slowly but surely, one food plot at a time, one chore at a time. I am in one heck of a bean fiasco. These beans in my bottom field here are, they're going on 3.5 feet tall. They're almost as tall as my ATV. That's just cray, dude. I've never had beans anywhere near this, and these aren't even my best beans yet. We're going to those next, so. These are my best beans so far. Gorgeous little plot here. All of them turned out just fantastic. They're waist high, and I can't wait to see what hits this plot. I've never had beans down here before, so you can see here behind me lots and lots of beautiful beans. Beans, baby.
We now join Dave Prochnow and Jason Syons as they finish up their farming and start putting some stands into the third dimension.
Well, it's July 31st, and my brother and I are out here. We're gonna till up the food plot that's out in front of the box blind that we've been working on putting up here the last couple of weeks. We sprayed this down with Roundup earlier in June, and then we sprayed it again in July. And now we're out here to till it up and then plant the fall plot topper from Real World Wildlife Seeds. We got everything planted. I think it's going to turn out great. You know, we spent a lot of time putting this this blind up, and I'm going to throw this covert up. Hopefully it catches the growth, and hopefully it also catches a deer or two as they come in here.
This isn't a spot we've traditionally, it's right off the field. It's easy access on a west wind. We're all good. It's a north end of a woods. It's surrounded by fields, but bucks will tend to come down. They'll swing it, and then they'll go back up the other edge on the west wind. And so this is the point in that where they can come down, they can come back up, and we can catch them in a north-south way of mind for a little bit in their weak spot. Jace is doing an excellent job of getting that set put in there. Then we'll just take the wickets and do a little bit more trimming. Not a lot. We'll try to keep it minimal, but this dies out pretty good in the late fall. We're excited about it. We've been talking about this for a long time, and now Jace got those stands whipped in there. I've done some clearing, and bam. We're gonna harvest from there. Does, bucks, whatever, we don't even care. It's gonna happen there.
A few weeks later, Shane Wiest is looking to wrap up his food plots with only a month left before opening day.
Heading up to the lease. We're gonna put our fall plot in today. Brady and I were up last night, and first we mowed it, then we sprayed it. I know ideally I would have liked to have let it sit for like a week before we planted it after spraying it, but since we got rain coming, we decided that we wanted to take advantage of the rain. So I'm putting in the harvest, the Real World Harvest salad, and then I'm actually going to broadcast some plot topper over the top of the whole thing. So hopefully we'll get something to shoot up. So I just talked to, I just got off the phone with my dad. He's a little ways out yet with the tractor, so I got everything in, the lime, the fertilizer, the seed, all that kind of stuff. Last night was the first time we had been in here in a while, so when we mowed it and sprayed it, there were some limbs that were kind of hanging down, some dead trees and stuff like that were in the way, so I'm going to go ahead and try to clean some of that up before he gets here. So start going at it. Alright, well, that about do it. I actually just heard my dad pull in. I could hear the trailer bouncing around. Perfect timing. Time to get the food plot in. We got the food plot, it's ready for seed, so we're going to do the harvest salad first. It says this will do a full acre, and we think this is just under a half, so I'll probably fill it halfway. Alright, now I'm going to go over the whole thing with the plot topper. Food plot's in. Feels good to have it done. Now we just need to get rain. Like I said, Dad helped me a lot today. I gotta thank Dad, and all the equipment that we use pretty much is his. So very fortunate to be able to have all that equipment at my disposal. So without that, this would be quite a bit more of a challenge than what it was today. So it's getting hot. I'm glad we're wrapping this thing up. Like I said earlier, it's supposed to be in the mid-90s today, I think. So yeah, gonna get home, get cleaned up, and sit in the air conditioning for the rest of the day. Bring on the buck season. We got open September 12th, so we're under a month. So hopefully in a month, this will be a foot high and just big, thick green plants all over. So can't wait to get in here.
Collectively, I think you can start to see the group effort we put into whitetails each season. If you can put in the time now, you will be rewarded at some point in the future. When? Well, that's up to you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely love my Vortex binoculars. I've had them, I don't know when, the first pair I bought was, I don't know how many years ago, long time ago. It's like top-notch glass, and you're not paying the top-notch price that you do with some of the big names out there.
I cannot say enough good things about the company of Vortex, the people that work for them, their product, their customer service. It's everything that we dream of in a sponsor, and Vortex is it. I'm telling you, if you are looking at optics, you want to look at Vortex. It's an American company.
I had a great experience this last spring. I had a pair of binoculars that my son had left in the stand during the gun season, and didn't get them out until the spring turkey season, and water had gotten inside and had essentially expanded when it froze and broke binoculars. So I called Mark up, and he's like, yeah, no problem, just send them in. And so there are no questions asked. Warranty was really no questions asked. And
To be honest with you, there's nothing I love more than going out in the morning and just glassing a bunch of sandhills. I mean, they're none better.
Nothing.
And when I'm looking at sandhills, I want some good glass. So Vortex, that's where it's at.